It was the coldest night in years. The town of Silverpine was buried under a ruthless snowstorm, the kind that makes even the bravest souls hesitate before stepping outside. Streets were silent, homes sealed tight, and the wind howled like a lost spirit. But amidst the deadly silence, something unimaginable was about to happen. Nathan Carter, a rugged yet kind-hearted single father in his late 30s, was returning from his night shift at the lumberyard. Life hadn't been easy for him since his wife died 3 years ago, leaving him to raise his 8-year-old son, Eli, alone. The two of them lived in a modest wooden cabin on the outskirts of town, humble, but filled with warmth and love. As Nathan trudged through knee-deep snow, flashlight in hand, he caught a faint sound, a whimper. At first, he thought it was the wind. But then it came again, a weak cry. He stopped in his tracks. Heart pounding, he followed the sound through the dark forest path behind the old church. And there, near a half-buried bench covered in ice, lay 2 tiny girls, no older than 4, curled together, shivering violently in tattered clothes. Their lips were blue, eyes half shut, and arms locked around each other for survival. Nathan dropped to his knees. "Oh my God, where are your parents?" he whispered, pulling off his coat and wrapping it around them. No answer. Just quiet sobs. He didn't think twice. Lifting both girls in his arms, Nathan ran. Not walked. Ran. Through the snow, over frozen roads, his breath catching in the icy air. Every second mattered, these girls were on the brink of death. When he burst into the emergency room, nurses rushed to help. The girls were immediately taken to the ICU for hypothermia treatment. Nathan stood outside, trembling, not from cold, but from fear. Fear that he might have found them too late. The doctors worked through the night. Finally, one came out and said, if it weren't for your quick action, they wouldn't have made it. Nathan exhaled a breath he didn't know he was holding. The girls, named Lily and Grace, were orphaned victims of a car crash just days before. No relatives could be found. Social services were overwhelmed due to the storm, and the hospital asked Nathan if he could take them in temporarily. Eli was the first to welcome them home. He shared his blanket, his toys, and even whispered stories to help them sleep. In just a few days, their quiet cabin was filled with soft giggles and the light of a bond that words couldn't explain. But things weren't easy. Nathan worked long hours. Feeding 3 kids wasn't cheap, and the small cabin was now crowded. He struggled with paperwork, child protection visits, and balancing work and parenting. Some nights he sat by the fireplace, head in hands, wondering if he was enough. One particularly harsh evening, Lily fell sick. High fever. Shaking. The roads were blocked with snow. Nathan tried calling for help, but no ambulance could reach them. Desperate, he